is life without math. This is life with math.
Hello, and welcome to Coach Henry's YouTube channel. We're going to address multiple math concepts with different videos just to help you refresh or maybe gather a better understanding of different concepts. All right, so today we're going to go over order of operations. Now, what is order of operations? It is the order in which we evaluate or solve mathematical expressions or equations. Now, what is the difference between equations and expressions? Well, equations have an equal sign and usually have the word solve in the problem, whereas expressions do not have an equal sign and often has the term evaluate in the problem. Now, there's two things to help remind you of the order in which you will evaluate or solve the problem. You have PEMDAS and GEMDAS. Most people consider PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or GEMDAS, go eat more delicious applesauce. Whatever helps you remember it, that's all that matters. Now, is there a difference between the two? Well, PEMDAS starts with a P, GEMDAS starts with a G. Other than that, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division from left to right, addition and subtraction from left to right. Now, what that means, the parentheses also applies to other grouping signs such as brackets and braces. Okay, when it talks about from left to right, if you don't have parentheses, and you will see examples as we go further through the slides, as you do multiplication and division, the one that appears furthest left, just like you were reading a book, that's the order in which you would go. So if it was 2 divided by 1 times 2, you would do the division first. Now, if it was 4 times 2 divided by, you would do multiplication first. But we'll go over that shortly. Now, with GEMDAS, grouping, exponents, multiplication, division, still from left to right. And addition and subtraction, still from left to right. Now, the grouping is the same thing as parentheses. You still have parentheses, brackets, and braces included in that grouping. Okay, so as we look at it, so parentheses refers to grouping symbols, not just parentheses. And I think that's why some people went with GEMDAS. I grew up with PEMDAS. I remember it like that. I know it's grouping signs. I just always called it, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. But the parentheses is the grouping symbols, which includes the parentheses, the brackets, and the braces. Whereas in GEMDAS, grouping refers to the exact same grouping symbol, including the parentheses. Okay. Now, let's jump in. All right. We're going to start out with an easy one. So you have 24 minus 10 plus 4. Okay, the order of operations tells us that we go left to right. There's no parentheses. Okay, so we don't have anything that we have to do specifically in parentheses, since there's not any. So we're going to go left to right as we're reading a book. And in this case, we have subtraction first. So 24 minus 10 plus 4. Okay, so we do the subtraction first. And 24 minus 10 is going to give us 14. And then we're left with plus 4, adding 4 to that. Now, 14 plus 4 gives us an answer of 18. All right, now we've added a grouping symbol, parentheses. So now we have 16 minus 8 plus 2, and in parentheses is the 8 plus 2. So we have to do the parentheses first. Okay, so now you have 8 plus 2, which gives us an answer of 10. Now 16 minus 10 gives us an answer of 6. All right, now we're going to throw a multiplication sign in here. Okay, we have 13 minus 4 times 2. All right, order of operation tells us that multiplication goes before the subtraction, unless one of those is in parentheses. So 4 times 2 gives us an answer of 8, which is going to leave us with 13 minus 8. And when you take away 8 from 13, it's going to leave you with an answer of 5. Now, This is a very similar problem. The only difference is we added parentheses to it. And you're going to see that doing the parentheses first will actually change the outcome. Okay, so because we got the parentheses, we've got to do the subtraction first. So 13 minus 4 gives us an answer of 9. Okay, because it's parentheses, we do it first. 13 minus 4 is 9. So 9 times 2. Well, we multiply 9 times 2. It's going to give us an answer of 18. Without parentheses, we had an answer of 5. With parentheses, we get an answer of 18. All right, now we have a division sign and multiplication sign. As I stated earlier, it's when I went over order of operations, it's from left to right. You have a multiplication and division sign. So because there's no parentheses, we do the division sign first because it's on the left, furthest left. So we're going to be doing 16 divided by 2 first, and 2 can go into 16 a total of 8 times. And that's going to leave us with 8 multiplied by 4, which will give us an answer of 32. All right, now we're going to add parentheses to this. Okay, so we have to do the multiplication first because there's parentheses. So you have 2 times 4 inside the parentheses. That's going to give us an answer of 8. Okay, so 16 divided by 8, 8 can go into 16 2 times. Okay, see how the answer changes because of the parentheses was in the problem. Now, we're going to add another grouping symbol. This is brackets. Looks like the side of a box or March Madness bracket somewhat. So we have parentheses which are inside the brackets. So we will end up doing these parentheses first. Okay, so now in those parentheses, you have 2 times 4, which is going to give us 8. Now, we still have the brackets because the 10 was inside the brackets and the answer to the parentheses was 8. We have to do the 10 minus 8 inside the brackets first. So that's going to give us 16 divided by whatever 10 minus 8 is. And 10 minus 8, if you take 8 from 10, you're going to be left with 2. So 2 can go into 16. How many times? 8. All right. Now I've taken and added an extra number, and I've added an extra grouping sign. In this case, the grouping sign is braces. Okay, so brackets are inside the braces, and the parentheses are inside the brackets. We're going to do the parentheses first. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so we still have the 10 minus 8 inside the brackets. And the brackets are inside the braces. Okay, so we're going to do the brackets first. And 10 minus 8 gives us an answer of 2. Now we still got the braces because there was a 6 inside the braces. Now we have to add the 2 to the 6. Okay, and 2 plus 6 is 8. And that's going to leave us with just 24 divided by 8. Right, and 8 can go into 24 a total of 3 times. Okay, now the problems will get bigger as you get older, especially into the high school level. I hope this helped explain a little bit and helps you understand. So just a quick reflection, as regardless if you use PEMDAS or GEMDAS, I've heard both, but at the end of the day, it's whatever allows you to remember it best and allows you to do the order of operations more consistently. Stick with what works for you. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, which applies to brackets and braces. Then exponents, which we did not cover today. There was no exponents in any of our problems. You have multiplication and division from left to right, addition and subtraction from left to right. Or if you go eat more delicious applesauce. If you like applesauce, You don't? I don't know if I'd go with GEMDAS. However, I'm just messing around there. But GEMDAS, the grouping signs, parentheses, brackets, and braces, they all the same. Exponents, I said we didn't go over those today. Multiplication, division from left to right, and addition and subtraction from left to right. So that's a reflection over the things we've done previously. Hopefully it helps, and I hope that you tune in for the next lessons as I create them. Appreciate you stopping by. Y'all have a good day.